Guys, we got a new Mortal Kombat 1 patch that came out today. It's labeled a hot fix. So let's take a look. Let's take a look because I was pretty surprised, for one thing, that we even got a patch at all, because I wasn't expecting that with that announcement from Ed Boon. But I also wasn't really expecting it to be today. I was thinking maybe at the end of the Kombat League season, which would be next week, Tuesday. What are they doing out here? So, interrupting a Kameo, general adjustments. Interrupting, I haven't taken a look at these, by the way, so we're gonna go into this together. Interrupting a Kameo with an attack deals 50 damage, up from 20. That's interesting. That's kind of mostly a nerf to... That's mostly a nerf to Tremor, because, you know, you tend to attack him a lot. He tends to be a meat shield. He's not going to be as good for that if you're losing 50 damage. That's 5%. Down plus back punch has reduced combo damage scaling. That's very interesting, especially for someone like me that loves to down 2. And I do get combos off of down 2s if I'm using Movado as a Kameo. So let's quickly take a look at that. This used to do 28%. Now it's doing almost 34%. So that's almost 6% more I can get now off of like a clean down 2 conversion trade or whatever. That's pretty solid. Character specific adjustments. Ashrah, dark mode sins lasts 50% longer or expiring. That's like the purple stuff. Summoning darkness enters duck state 2 frames earlier and recovers 3 frames faster. Invoking the light recovers 9 frames faster. Alright, so some little buffs for Ashrah. Baraka, desperate Tarkatan builds meter 50% faster and drains health 50% slower. Okay, so they made his like fatal blow install mechanic thing better. He can get more meter build, so he can do more cool shit, and he doesn't lose his health as fast. I don't even know why he has to lose health at all, to be honest, but okay. Kenshi, enhanced rising karma has no gravity scaling in a combo. Ancestral guard cancel recovers 14 frames faster. Ooh, that does seem way quicker. Either way, they took away the gravity scaling there for the enhanced one. Royal Bow. 5 more frames of block stun. It recovers 2 frames faster on block and miss. -4. Unbreakable back punch, back kick, back punch hits overhead. Was mid. What's this? Oh, okay. Recovers 4 frames faster and causes 5 more block stun with slightly increased pushback. That. So now it's +2. Okay. So now it's actually plus, but I do believe you can up block the ender. You know, it could be okay. Li Mei. Whoa. Putting a Li Mei over here. Slightly increased hit region of Warrior Strike. Force of Light. Seasoned Warrior. Oh my god. Wow, they gave her some range? I never got a buff like that when I played Flash. Oh yeah, look at that. There's no way that was hitting before. Still hits. Oh my god. Yo, that don't even make sense. She's not even there. Liu Kang. Enhanced Dragon's Breath has no gravity scaling in a combo. I think that's just his blue fire thing. Chosen One, front kick, back punch. Starts up 5 frame faster. What is that move? Nitara, Bloody Bolt, and Enhanced Bloody Bolt. Startups 5 frames faster, recovers 5 frames faster. Alright, let's just take a look at this real quick. Liu Kang and Nitara. What? That's totally gravity scaling. They're lying. I don't know. It says enhanced Dragon's Breath has no gravity scaling, but that's the move I'm doing. Oh. False block is still punishable. It's just way quicker for this second part. Okay. So this starts up 5 frames faster and recovers 5 frames faster. Alright. I don't know how much that matters. Raiden changes and I see Reptile changes. I see Reptile changes and I see Reptile and Raiden. So we're gonna get those guys on the screen. Raiden, electric charge passively grows over time instead of draining. Okay. Razzle Dazzle, enhanced Razzle Dazzle. Deals 20 more damage and recovers 3 frames faster on hit. Okay. Enhanced Razzle Dazzle deals 40 more damage. Covers 5 frames faster on hit and opponent is launched higher in the air with less pushback. Oh, so what? You can maybe get a corner combo with it? Or if you have the right Kameo, you can get something. A way back punch. This? Oh, yeah? 10%. He used to get 8, now he gets 10? I better see a Reptile overhead buff. Slightly increase hit region on focus energy toward back punch. This increased the hit region. They made that a little bit better. Electric charge recovers 6 frames faster and has 10 more frames of block stun. 6 frames faster and 10 more frames of block stun. This is +1. They made that plus. Double strike recovers 3 frames faster on hit. That's toward front kick, back kick. Recovers 3 frames faster on hit. This. So that's -3. It recovers 3 frames faster on hit. Maybe to make combos easier, because you Raiden players have bad execution, I guess. That must be what that is. All right, now the part that we've all been waiting for, guys. It's time. I've been patiently waiting, patiently scrolling through. What do we got for Reptile? Okay, there's a couple stuff. Let's read. Hold on. Adjusted enhanced acid spitball hit region to be slightly larger. Devastating blow charge. Starts up 2 frames faster. Dr. Reckle covers 5 frames faster on hit, 8 frames faster on block. And I didn't get an overhead buff. Enhanced acid spitball. It says hit region to be slightly larger. You know why they did that? They did that because good Sir Paulo frequents my streams and he probably seen that sometimes that would fucking whiff when it's a mid. This is still a high, but the enhanced was supposed to be a mid, and sometimes it would just not be a mid. So then people would be like, is that a mid? And I'm like, sometimes. It's a sometimes mid. Now it's hopefully it's an always mid for spending the bar. Fantastic. Devastating blow. Charge starts up 2 frames faster. Maximum is unchanged. Yeah, that's the same. So what? What the fuck kind of nothing buff is that? That's such a nothing buff. I can't believe I didn't get an overhead damage buff. They gave Raiden an extra 2% from 8% to 10. Mine is still 5. I'm still getting 5. 5%. You know how many times I gotta hit you with this? 20. I gotta hit you 20 times. So okay, this let's see this one. This could be interesting. Is Dr. Reckle and Neat Trick recovers 5 frames faster on hit, 8 frames faster on block and miss. That might matter. That might matter. +1. +1? Okay. +1. Yeah. I thought for sure they would let me combo this. I really don't understand. Bro. All right, let me just vent a little bit, because these buffs, we got 3 buffs for Reptile in this patch. Adjusted enhanced acid spitball, hit region to be slightly larger. That's not a buff. First of all, that's not a buff. That's just a fix, because they made his move that's meant to be a mid, they made it, hopefully, I haven't extensively tested yet, but they made it hopefully always a mid. Okay, that's not a buff, all right? That's a fix. This devastating blow charge starts up 2 frames faster. That has to be the most nothing buff I've seen. And trust me, guys, trust me when I say I have seen so many nothing buffs for Reptile. It's insane. He's had so many nothing buffs. Crazy. It's crazy. But this is the most nothing of the nothing buffs I've ever seen. 2 frame faster charge for his fucking, like, this move? This move is useless. Like, it's so useless, man. It's absolutely garbage. Like, there is no reason to use it. And then we get this. Now, I'm not going to complain about this completely, because to have this move go from -7 on block to now being +1 on block, it is nice, especially in the corner. Now you can have a move that's like, you know, you're +1, right? You're +1. That's nice. But it's like 5 frames faster on hit for what? Like, you couldn't at least give me a few extra frames so I could get this to combo in the corner? You couldn't give me that? Is that asking too much? I don't think it is. I don't think it's asking too much that I should be able to let me get a combo without a Kameo. Is that too much? I don't know, man. I don't think that's too much. You know, either way, there's no gap. So I have like a gapless +1 in the corner mid string that can launch with a Kameo. That is good. That is good. I'm not gonna say it's not. I'm an honest man, all right? You guys that know me, you know I'm honest about my takes, all right? And I will say, to have a mid that's +1 with no pushback in the corner, it is good. Mid-screen, you're not really gonna get much off of this, but +1 is still +1. Like, I can do +1 into sweet, right? Like, that's pretty solid. You know, I got this. It's not like guaranteed anything, but you'll definitely have more options now off of this. It's just that, like, man, we're at this state in the game where, like, it's over 2 years now, guys. Like, this game's been out for over 2 years. It's basically, like, kind of dead, you know? Like, many people have stopped playing the game. It's not included at Evo. Like, would it be so hard? Would it be so hard to just take a little bit of actual, like, feedback from the community, or from, I don't know, the dude that streams this fucking character every fucking day? Is that too much to ask to get some feedback from me? Because I can tell you right now, like, you know what he should have? This fucking ball. This fucking ball should go full screen without having to spend bar. I shouldn't have to spend bar for this to go full screen. Let me get a fucking full screen presence. They could have just made it go full screen so that he doesn't have to always chase down his opponents like crazy. I feel like that's a fucking reasonable, meaningful buff that we could have got for this character. Could have made this overhead, you know, could have made this overhead do more than 5%. This fucking nothing burger, 5%. That's the damage you're gonna get for hitting a Kameo now. You get it for hitting them with that. Like, you couldn't have given me the 8. You got Raiden from 8 to 10. Why can't I get from 5 to 7? 5 to 8 even. Or maybe give me to 10. That would be fucking nice. Melina's overhead's 11. Reptile's overhead is a fucking joke. But like, I will say, like, it is nice that I got a buff for that move. Because, like, you know, back when this game first came out, I couldn't even use this string. Because if you false blocked it, you died. So, like, you just couldn't even use it. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely disappointed with that, with that lack of extra changes. But I'll take the one useful change, and we're gonna just use the fuck out of this move now in Combat League and stuff. Because, you know, now in the corner and shit, I'm +1. I could do like maybe like a little back dash into a back 3, you know, whatever. We'll see. But definitely a little disappointed. Definitely a little bit disappointed about that. But I have said on many occasions, my expectations, I always keep them at a bare minimum, because I've been disappointed too many times. But it's just, man, like, that's it, man. Anyways, let's continue. Shang Tsung. Snake Oil. Hits high. Back 1-2. That. Cause 5 more frames of block stun. Recovers 4 frames faster on miss and block. Okay, so this is now safe. Shang falls faster after surgery. Jump. Front punch, back punch. Form Sealer, enhanced Form Sealer recovers 8 frames faster. Perfect Form recovers 10 frames faster. Kameo copy and blah blah deals more damage. Okay, a bunch of stuff deals more damage. Kameo copy against Daria starts up 2 frames faster, has 5 more frames of block stun. That's nice. Okay, just a bunch of like Kameo steel buffs and stuff for the most part. And then like his changing shape-shifting stuff is better, and he has a string now that can launch and be safe, but it's a high, so you could duck it. Or like that. Okay. Yeah. Sub-Zero starts up 1 frame faster. Front punch, back punch. So Sub-Zero, this starts up 1 frame faster. Oh, the second part. I'm not sure how much that matters. Chin kick away and front kick cancel. Starts 1 frame earlier. Not sure why that matters. Tanya, guidance charge no longer has a time limit. Heavenly hand deals 10 more damage. Enhanced deals 20 more damage. Guidance adds 10 more damage. To be honest, I don't really want to go through all this. But it looks like Tanya got some buffs. Omni-Man, Air Mega Clap, Air Enhanced Mega Clap starts with 3 frames faster, recovers 5 frames faster, larger hit region. Ermac, slightly increased hit region of Mass Driver. An opponent is in a combo. Peacemaker, Nosebreaker, cancel frame occurs 1 frame earlier. What's happening with Homelander here? Enhanced Blast Off has 60 frames of armor, up from 23. Okay, Blast Off and Enhanced Blast Off are considered grounded. So they reduced Homelander's forward 4 range slightly. Forward 4, less range. It's funny that this is less range. What do you mean? What do you mean less range? What's less range about this? Oh man, Homelander sucks now. So like they made this not work with Farrah anymore, I guess. Is that it? So they made this armor last longer, so you can't like get Farrah on the way down, right? First hit of Vought drop and 7 slam deals 20 less damage. A little bit less damage from that. All right, so like that's it for the Homelander changes. I feel like they barely did much to him. Like this thing is still absolutely ridiculous. Cyrax capture foam releases victims 10 frames earlier on hit. Noob Saibot, embrace chaos, lasts for 14 seconds, up from 10 seconds. Adjusted hit region of shadow sweep and enhanced shadow sweep to hit an opponent between Noob and his clone. So they slightly fixed his armor being complete garbage. So maybe now instead of complete garbage, it's just garbage. And his chaos can last 14 seconds, up from 10. Kameo Fighter's Cyrax Copter Chopper cooldown reduced by 1 second. Horizontal copter chopper cooldown reduced by 1.5 seconds. So a little bit of buffs for Cyrax. Kameo. Frost Snowflake's cooldown reduced by a second. Snowflake startup 4 frames faster, recovers 9 frames faster. I swear they've been buffing the fucking startup and recovery frames of that Snowflakes thing. This game came out. Ice Carpet causes 10 more block stun with increased pushback. Raise the roof down, reduced by a second. Punchwalk Summon recovers 7 frames faster. Kano's Knife Toss deals 20 more damage, has no gravity scaling in a combo. Serena Demonic Dance 20 frames of invulnerability on Wake Up, up from 11, so they made her Wake Up option better. Scorpion Get Over Here recovers 4 frames faster. That's another thing. Dude, make the Scorpion Get Over Here an ambush. Give us something meaningful, man. Striker takes 80 damage when rapid fire is interrupted by an attack. Farah takes 80 damage when air tour stance interrupted by an attack. I would say overall, good changes. Either way, those are the patch notes, guys. Those are the patch notes. If you guys are watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know what you thought about the patch.